Hey y'all, it is Michael B. fishing. I guess Michael B. hunting. This is a very relaxed hunt right now. Still kind of early, so peak movement for deer in the afternoon isn't until right about sundown. So it's 3:36 in the afternoon, and so I ain't worried about this conversation really bothering anything. But I want to talk about a topic that a lot of people tend to deal with. And if a deer walks out while I'm talking, I'll swoop the camera around, you don't see me pop it. But how do you handle a missed opportunity? I've kind of hinted at how I respond to these things in my video entitled An Honest Conversation, which I may link in the description, I don't know. But with my present predicament, it's not really a predicament, it's just interesting because yesterday God gave me 2 different opportunities. I've been hunting real hard this year to just about no avail. I shot at a deer on Saturday. I thought I hit her. My scope mounts are bad on my 243. That's why I brought the 7mm 8. But anyway, so couldn't find that deer. All right, cool. Well, I prayed and the Lord responded. I asked for an opportunity to see and shoot a deer. Well, yesterday, y'all, in this spot I'm sitting in right now, I saw 4 does at the beginning of the day. Like 6:30, the feeder goes off, those deer come out. It was like clockwork. And I heard that those deer came out again this morning in this spot. So consistently here in the morning. We know they're here. I've only heard one here in the evening. Anyway, I had my opportunity. I didn't take it. I was like, I made several excuses. I was like, I guess I want to learn how these deer move through this patch, or at least these deer specifically. And they came from where I thought they would, and they left where I thought they would. All these different things. Well, I kind of beat myself up throughout the course of the day. I was like, Lord, give me another opportunity. Well, yeah, yesterday evening, about 500 yards from where I'm sitting, there's another spot I was hunting yesterday evening, and the Lord gave me another opportunity it was a doe. She come in, she was there for about a minute and then walked away, but she didn't smell me, she didn't see me, nothing. She just walked away. God gave me 2 opportunities to get a deer, and I blew both of them for whatever reason. Now, you can make excuses, you can do this, that, and the other, but a lot of times what I've learned about myself, and maybe you're like this too, is that you get an opportunity, you pray for the opportunity, but for whatever reason, when the opportunity comes, even if you're expecting it, you may not capitalize on said opportunity. You may be like, it's kind of reminds me of an old adage, of 2 boats and a helicopter. And well, the story is that there was this man who was in a flood. He was drowning. He was praying for like the Lord to save him. Well, boat comes by and says, "Hey man, get in the boat." And he's like, "No, I'm waiting for God to save me." Well, that boat says okay. They keep going. Another boat, a second boat, comes by. This time the water's deeper and the current's faster. He's about to drown, and the guy's like, "Dude, you're about to die. Get in the boat." And he said, "No, I'm waiting on God to save me." And then he kept praying for God to send help, for God to come save him. Well, then a helicopter comes by. Everything else around him is already submerged. He's about to be swept away. And the helicopter comes by and is like, "Dude, we got a basket. We're going to lower it down. We got a rescue swimmer. We're going to come and get you." And he says, "No, I'm waiting for God to save me." Well, at that moment, the guy gets swept away and dies. And he gets to heaven and he's like, "God, why didn't you save me? You said to pray to you to be saved, and I did, and you didn't." And he's talking about being physically saved from the floodwaters, not spiritually saved. And he's like, "I sent 2 boats and a helicopter, and you told all of them no." So the point there, and the whole point of this little video, is that I mean, I'm learning this lesson myself still. Like, my stubborn flesh makes me make excuses or makes me whatever when God's like, hey, I'm giving you this opportunity to go and do it, and then, or I'm giving you an opportunity to do whatever, maybe share my word, or like I talked about in the other similar video to this, or here's a deer, you've been praying for a deer, take it, and I didn't. Or here's this person I've been telling you to share with, here's it, take it. Or here's this job, or here's this event at school, or here's this opportunity that you've been asking for, and then you don't do it. It may not look exactly how I thought it would. It may not, because when I wanted to see a deer yesterday, I wanted to see a buck, and I didn't. He put 4 does. I may need a meat, so like he put a ton of meat, more meat than me and Miranda could eat probably in a year, because we typically eat about 1 deer a year, and I didn't take it. So the moral of this is, and this is a lesson I'm learning and I've learned, is that when I pray for an opportunity and God gives me that opportunity, I don't need to hesitate. I just need to do it. And that's really what it boils down to. He gave me the opportunity and I hesitated. Let's learn together not to hesitate. If we know it's something God's called us to do, or it's an opportunity God has given us, let's not hesitate. Now, with that said, we need to test the spirits, as it says in Acts 17, and be like a Berean, and put everything we hear against Scripture. And if we know that the Lord is calling us to do it, then absolutely we should go and do it. We should not hesitate. And I don't know about you, but that's where I struggle some, is the hesitation part. I get too nervous. I get too apprehensive. I get too this, that, and the other. So with that said, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for staying this long in it. I pray that you have a blessed day. I pray that the Lord blesses you and keeps you, and that his face shines upon you. And if you're wondering what scripture I'm quoting number 6, the priestly prayer. And I pray you have a blessed day after this. And if you ever wonder what Michael's doing, I could be fishing.